It's real hot. And I leave the freaking mouse all the way across the room. That's gonna be a pain. I really appreciate, right, that I don't subscribe to WWE or watch any of their videos on YouTube, but WWE still pops up in my recommended, spoiling things from episodes of wrestling I have not yet watched, and I'm a huge fan of that. I really am. It's like so fucking hot in here. Is there no air on right now? God, what the fuck? Jesus. Alright. I think we're almost ready to start. Get this going real soon. Tweet out the stream. And get cooking. Is someone already in chat? If you are already in chat, I'm sorry, I'm just now seeing this. No, I don't want to. Please commentate. Here it is. I'm commentating this time. Welcome, Jade Maniac, to the stream, which will be beginning very shortly. I just need to change the title. Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. That's 2 lines. That's not the word pay-per-view. And hello. Welcome. Let's get rid of the no commentary in the description, because that's just blatantly not true. And who's the current Fight Master champion? It's Wade Barrett now. It's not Jake the Snake Roberts. Will AJ Styles ever cash in his money in the bank? I don't know. I leave it up to a random number generator. Wade Barrett's his name's not plural. Come on, me. Good afternoon. Hope you're having a pleasant one. Alright, let me tweet out the stream and we'll be ready to go. If you can hear crunching, Dunks just got a rib bone. And he's quite enjoying it. I should probably like say something other than just this. Hell in a Cell in universe. It hungers. Hungereds. Yeah, fuck it, just send it. Alright. Said my name right. No one does. Come on, like, how do you say J. Jormaniac's wrong? Unless you're just really not trying. Like, it's not that hard of a name. Alright. Start the show. Welcome to WWE 2K17. Hell in a Cell pay-per-view in universe mode. After the, honestly not that great 4-hour SummerSlam pay-per-view, I'm ready to jump into some great things. So normally, I don't know what pay-per-view would. I think it's like Night of Champions or something would normally be here in Universe. But I moved Hell in a Cell here so that the in-game October pay-per-view would be Halloween Havoc, because that's significantly more fitting. Where does this Hell in a Cell take place?
Ladies and gentlemen, the lead up to this.
Where are we live from? The bowels of hell? If it doesn't give me confirmation of anything else, that's what I'm going with.
Welcome to Hell in a Cell. The crowd is in full throat.
Anchorage, Arkansas. Welcome to Anchorage, Arkansas for Hell in a Cell. I am your... So ready for this. I am your commentator, Trey. Joined, of course, as always, by my co-commentator, Dunks, who is currently eating a rib bone. We have quite the show lined up. Only 7 matches tonight, but that should be good enough. I forgot to add a Drew Gulak promo, so... the streak is over. Drew Gulak is not starting this pay-per-view with a promo. He's started repeating himself, so it's okay. We're opening the night, of all things, with the Thoren Super Sweet Championship belt match. Table match, Neville versus Freddy Krueger. Thoren chose the match stipulation. I don't remember why. Neville won a match at SummerSlam for this, that's right. I don't remember what he won. He won like a ladder match or something. I should really remember, but I don't. It's important to note here. I'll give some fun facts about this as we go. Let's just go over this real quick. Then, second match of the night. This is weird. The recognized character title match is our second match of the night. It's the Joker versus Apollo Crews, which we're gonna have entrances on for all of these. Then we go into our first Hell in a Cell match of the night. 2-on-2. Robbie Rotten and Shaq versus Machoke and Brock Lesnar. Legacy of Smash. I still don't have a name for Machoke and Lesnar. I really don't. Tag title. Why are all the title matches at the start? I'm just reeling this. And here's the other title. Fight Master Championship match. Curtis Axel versus Wade Barrett. Falls count anywhere. Then we have a rivalry match. Jim Bob versus Ursaring. I'm kind of disappointed this one wasn't in Hell in a Cell. But whatever. We got the tag team one, so that's pretty good. Then, in not our main event, we have the World Heavyweight Championship match. Dean Ambrose versus Champion Cookie Monster. And finally, as our main event, I don't know why this is our main event. Universe said this should be the main event, and who am I to argue? We have Meat Boy versus The Undertaker in Hell in a Cell. Which is also why the RC match isn't in Hell in a Cell, because I thought 4 Hell in a Cells was a bit too much, especially when I get into what's happening at Halloween Havoc, but I'll save that for later tonight. So we are gonna... Can I not simulate this one? Oh, because I can't simulate it, because this is the first one. Alright, we're gonna jump right in, enough wasting time. Neville versus Freddy Krueger. Thoren Super Sweet Championship belt. Tables match. Here we go. Big rivalry between these. Honestly, I think this has been the best rivalry of the 3 ongoing ones so far. And I would like to point out, first off, Neville's win-to-loss ratio, what is it currently at? 3-6, so not good at all. Meanwhile, Freddy Krueger currently holds the longest undefeated streak of this universe, with 8-0. 8-win streak. Second place being both Blastoise and Cookie Monster at 6 before they took a loss. Blastoise taking that loss from Freddy Krueger. This is going to be a very interesting match. I really wish I could remember what Neville won. I know he won like the, he won something. It was some big match. It wasn't the, Armageddon Hell in a Cell, because that was the Super Kick party. It must have been like a ladder match or something. I swear, I can't remember. I'm so sorry. I can't remember this at all. But we're gonna jump in. I hope I remember to turn entrances on. I believe I did. And I also need to remember to continuously talk over the entrances so as not to get caught up in all that copyright mumbo jumbo. Let Lillian Garcia talk.
The following contest is a tables match.
Where you can hear his tasty crunchies.
Place your opponent through a table. And it is for the All-Star Hybrid Total Western Universal Alliance Championship.
And here he comes, the challenger, Adrian Neville. I miss this entrance. I miss Pyro. WWE needs to bring back Pyro. Let me tell you something. Let me inform you. They need to hurry up and bring back Neville.
You know, tables matches really require
so here, I just said they need to hurry up and bring back Neville. They need to hurry up and bring back Pyro. Opening up Hell in a Cell with several great matches. Honestly, this is probably going to be a great pay-per-view. The fact that there's only 7 matches means 5 of them are title matches. That's why half the pay-per-view at the start is title matches. I'm just used to having like 10 matches or something that get thrown into like exhibition mode or something. Either way, I think Neville stands a serious chance here. Neville was RC champion at one point, wasn't he? Let me check my records. I believe he was like the 2nd ever RC champion. He was the 2nd ever RC champion before losing it to Keemstar. Meanwhile, Freddy Krueger is just the Thoren Super Sweet champion. He's never held anything else, which is perfectly fine, understandable, of course. In pretty much every encounter Neville and Krueger have had, Krueger has, I don't know if I'd say completely destroyed him, but definitely run rampant over the king of the cruiserweights. Which, like, Oh, that's a good point, actually, now that I think about it. Can I really say that Neville is king of the cruiserweights since Freddy Krueger won the best of the super small dudes? Especially because I think Neville was in that tournament and lost, but I could be wrong. I could have put him... I might have been planning to put him somewhere else. I don't remember, honestly. I thought Neville was in that tournament. I just remember that TJ Perkins got there real quick. Not got there real quick. Enzo got out real quick. TJ Perkins was like second to last. Why does the title say Jake Snake on it? I really don't remember. I remember when we made this title, and I know we didn't make it for this specific use. But like... Because I remember why, what was it? The Big Pimpin' Championship? I think it is. No, the RC Champion has like an Infinite Shaq on it. I think the tag titles have a Snorlax on it, and this just has Jake Snake. Look at that, like, Goblin Girl. Big hype for this match. It's going to be a good match, of course, rules of a tables match. First person to put their opponent through a table is the winner. You don't lose if you just go through the table. I'll let Lillian talk. Never mind, she's not talking. This has already happened. And we're just jumping right into the fight. And Neville, out of nowhere, going for the uppercut. We have already had J. Jormaniacs in chat rooting for Neville, so we know who he's rooting for. Freddy Krueger immediately getting taken down the ground. Neville has seen what Freddy Krueger can do. He saw that Best of the Super Small Dudes tournament. He may have been in it. I don't remember. Pretty sure he was. Either way, he's faced Freddy Krueger at least twice, both of which times Krueger has won. So Neville knows what to expect here, unless Freddy Krueger has some kind of tricks up his sleeve. Super kick by Neville. Now the good thing for Neville here is he doesn't have to pin Freddy Krueger, and he can't be pinned by Krueger. He just has to put him through a table. Either one, just put him through a table. This could be over here. This match could come to an end right now. Oh, not quite though. And by not quite, I mean like, oh my god! Springboard Phoenix Splash, it looked like. Couldn't really tell. Dunk's getting a good thirsty water because this match is so spicy. Neville able to hit a jawbreaker, avoiding Freddy Krueger. Oh, and Krueger just swatting him down, hitting the big elbow. I would ask Dunks what he thinks, but he has decided to go to the other side of the room and take a nap. Krueger using that claw of his to slice up Neville. And he's going for it again. No restraint on the Lord of Nightmares and the best of the super small dudes. Krueger has him up, now throwing him back into the table. That table in the corner is real dangerous. It could be over at any moment. Like right now, no, not quite, but it sure came close. And a big chop to Freddy Krueger. Hi, Dunks. You need some help? You're just snooting everything by the mic. Neville going for a suplex, and it connects. It's going to do some damage to the back of Freddy Krueger. Good thing there are barely any children in this universe mode. In terms of wrestlers, Krueger would come for all. Krueger's going to come for the children in the audience. Springboard moonsault from Neville, kicking Krueger on the chest. He wants to end that undefeated streak. He wants to be the one in 8-1, which just does not sound nearly as good. As 21 when Dunks has gotten up to his couch, he will be taking a nap now. Thank you for the co-commentary, Dunks. Arm drag into a DDT, planting Neville into the ground. And Krueger playing up to the crowd. I can't tell if they're like telling him to get out of here or if the crowd's bowing to him. Honestly, I could believe either. Krueger now getting him up. He's already got him up for the go to sleep. I think Neville's already done. I think it's going to be over that quickly. And Krueger's going to set up the table. No, he's not. He's just going to go put it in the other corner. I thought he was going to, like, adamantly put him through the table. Oh, big punch to Neville. Sending him into the table. This could very well be it. And I think it is. Krueger's going for a powerbomb. Oh, and that's it. Crumpling Neville through the table. Freddy Krueger retains Thoren's Super Sweet Championship belt and puts his streak at 9-1. Incredible. Let's go ahead and find him on my list real quick before I forget. I might have said 9-0. I mean, I might have said 9-1. I meant 9-0 if I said 9-1. Neville is now 3-7. You know, things have not been going in Neville's favor lately. Unfortunate for Neville. Here it is, the powerbomb through the table, and it just collapsed all over him. He put up a great showing at the start there, but that's just the way tables matches go. They're not very fast in 2K17. We loading a cutscene or something here? Maybe not. So that's it. Neville has been defeated. What is happening? Well, I guess that's just the dream world freaking out. He did put Neville to sleep. Krueger. That's so, the dark magic of Freddy Krueger. It's unparalleled. Freddy Krueger retains here in our opening match of Hell in a Cell. It's time to move on to our second match, our recognized character match. Speaking of evil people, we have the Joker versus opponent. AJ Styles is not cashing in for the RC title game. He's not doing it. Okay?
We have one of the best talents on the roster today.
Why are some of the letters in recognized character under case?
I can't wait to see these two go.
Why have I done this? Who's responsible? Who allowed me? I'm ready to get rid of this universe, I'll be honest. I'm ready for 2K18. I'm still trying to decide if I want to get it for PC or PS4. PC's looking good because it can have mods, but that's more power than I really need to be allowed to have with the universe mode, to be honest. Either way, champion Apollo Crews has held the title for 8 weeks. If he retains tonight, he will have held the RC title for longer than any other champion, you know, that's held the RC title. Obviously, Stone Cold Steve Austin held the world title for 4 months. The Joker. Does the Joker? What is everyone's win-loss record here? Let's take a look. Let's go to my fact sheet. Joker is 0-1. Joker has had 1 match which he lost, and Apollo Crews is 3-2. I mean, like, obviously it looks like. Oh, all right. Apollo Crews, you know, has the advantage in the sense that he's the champion. Obviously, he knows how to defend his title, but also Joker has only had 1 match. Apollo Crews, while only having 5 matches, 2 of those have been for the title. Wait. Yeah, because this will be his 2nd title retention. Because he won it, held it for 4 weeks, retained, held it for 4 weeks, and he's trying to retain here. So, like, about half his matches. Yeah, half his matches are title matches. More than half. It's 4 out of 6. Is that right? No. It's 3 out of 6. It's exactly half if we include this match. Joker has had 1 match which he lost, so my point is, Apollo Crews has the experience over Joker, but also Joker's a madman. A complete psychopath. Also a member of the Orphan Cripplers. I forget about them. They don't get used in this universe as much. Maybe we could see interference by the Orphan Cripplers tonight. Joker's kind of like the extra, not as important 4th member of the Orphan Cripplers. The, like, tagged on member, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have allies. Apollo Crews, on the other hand, don't believe he's in a team with anyone in this universe mode. Either way, he's looking to retain this title. What if, like, Venom just ran out and, like, mauled him here? Alright, Crews, you gonna do something? I really should have made this, like, some kind of match. That wasn't just, like, a normal one-on-one match, but it's fine to have more one-on-one matches. What do we have? We have 2 normal matches, 1 false count anywhere, 3 Hell in a Cell, and a tables match. That's a pretty diverse lineup. What do you think, Dunks? Welcome back. He has flopped down next to me and gone to bed. Good night, Dunks. Dunks, do you have a preference in this match? Do you think Joker or Apollo Crews is winning? He says, I just don't know. Dunks is just not sure of who will win this match. We've had one champion retain tonight. Will we see a second? Are they going to get special Lillian Garcia name announcements, or are we jumping right in? I think we're jumping right in. Nope, special entrances.
Introducing the challenger from parts unknown, weighing in at 214 pounds, the Anarchist. Introducing the champion from Stone Mountain, Georgia, weighing in at 240 pounds, he is the prestigious SmackDown Wrestling Zone Champion, Apollo Crews.
So much anticipation, and it all comes down to this.
Alright, here we go. Referee showing both men the title belt. Joker understands what's at stake here. His second ever match, and he's going for the title. I didn't pick Joker, by the way. I just didn't have anything set up for the RC title, and the universe decided Joker deserved a shot, so he's the one that gets it then. Don't know why it's him, but he's getting his shot. The land of opportunity. That's this universe mode. Unless you miss your opportunity, then you'll probably go like 6 months without another. Because there's 200 people on this show. Apollo Crews immediately kicking Joker to the ground and just stomping on him. Just plastering him to the mat. Oh, big elbow drop. Doing some serious damage. Apollo Crews not messing around. He honestly, like, he kind of destroyed Dragonite at SummerSlam, which was amazing to me. But regardless, you know, spine buster to Joker. I mean, I give Apollo Crews a little credit, because he forgot the title in that very pivotal scene after the 1 hour showdown between Dragonite and Ken Bone. You know, you forget the title, it seems pretty dumb. That's a terrible Apollo Crews sign in the back. Joker kicking Apollo Crews in the back of the head, now stomping him on the ground. But Apollo reversing. This is probably going to be like a quick back and forth match. Clothesline by Joker. Maybe not. Maybe we're just going to see Joker take control now. That was a horrible. Just a huge whiff with that knee. Stopped it way too soon. Spinning back elbow. Continuing to stomp on the chest of the champion. Getting him back up to his feet now. Going to the corner. What is Joker planning on the corner? Nothing. Apollo Crews just hit it too hard. Joker now sitting blockbuster. Doing some damage to the head of Apollo Crews. I don't know what Joker's finisher is. I didn't actually set a finisher for him. So he could very well just have a default moveset. Oh, maybe not. Is this Apollo Crews' finisher? Spin out powerbomb into the pin. I think he just stole Apollo Crews' finisher. Oh, I thought it was over. Oh, I went silent for a second. I thought Joker just stole Apollo Crews' finisher and then stole his title. But no, Apollo Crews able to stay in it. Joker now calling for a finisher. Why does Joker have so much power? Oh! I don't have a name for it. I don't have a name for it. Into the pin. 1, 2. It's a Spanish fly. That's what the move is. And I don't have a Joker name for it. Oh, let's call it the Smile Driver. Why not? Elbow by Apollo Crews. Apollo now. Big angle slam to Joker. Now looking for a taunt. He was able to kick out of Joker's finisher. But will he be able to put Joker away himself? Swinging neck breaker. Thought we might see the standing moonsault there. Oh! Clothesline. A second clothesline from Apollo Crews. This could be it. Flying forearm there. That was weird. And another huge clothesline. This could be Apollo Crews' chance for the win. Getting Joker right back up. Gorilla press. No! Big standing drop kick to the Joker. Now calling for his finisher. Which is going to be the spin out powerbomb. Yes, it is. And here we go. I think Joker might be too close to the ropes. No, he's not. 1, 2. Oh, but Joker able to get out. That was smart of Apollo Crews to tuck the arms under his legs. Jawbreaker by Joker. That was able to stop Joker from getting the ropes. Not that it mattered. Arm drag, I think, by Apollo Crews, followed by a Northern Light suplex. But Apollo Crews getting tired, down to one knee there after that Northern Light suplex. Big stomp to the arm of Joker. Oh, massive elbow to the appendix of this crazed villain. Drag him center of the ring. No, the Killing Joke. The Killing Joke is a good name for a finisher. It's not even a freaking pile driver. Why would you call it the Smile Driver? I'm pretty sure I've even called it the Killing Joke in the past. Either way, another jawbreaker to Apollo Crews. Joker just loves those jawbreakers. Might as well be a new member of Ed, Edd n Eddy. I think he was going for the spin-out powerbomb there, but Apollo Crews was able to use his weight to roll through and land on Joker, getting a little bit of motor mouth here. Oh, my words are running together. Apollo Crews stomping down. And then baseball drop kick. Baseball slide, drop kick, however you want to call it. Apollo Crews is gassed. He's using everything he's got to stay in this match. And he's going to use the last of what he's got to put away Joker. For good this time, but Joker reverses. I think that could be the end of Apollo Crews. I think Joker reversing, that's the end. Goes for a cutter. Joker slams him down. Joker now getting thrown into the corner by Apollo Crews. Oh, and reversing with an arm drag. But now Apollo Crews reversing. Big overhand punch. Spinning forearm to Joker. What is Apollo Crews planning other than an elbow drop to the knee? Another elbow drop to the knee. Apollo Crews, I was expecting him to get poked in the eyes there. Apollo Crews slowly getting Joker up. Joker can't get up. Elbow drop to the knee. Joker cannot get up. Joker might be down for the count. Apollo Crews getting him slowly up once again. Oh, but Joker reversing. Punch to the gut. I would say he's playing possum, but he really looked exhausted there. And Apollo Crews able to fall out. Escape. Catching Joker. Samoan drop. Things are not looking good for Joker, especially with the standing moonsault. Into the pin. Into the pin. 1, 2, 3. And Apollo Crews has done it. He has just become the longest reigning RC champion. A great match indeed. These men both gave it their all. Apollo Crews now standing at 4-2 with the Joker at 0-2. Who's Joker? There's Joker. Not looking great for Joker, you know, statistics-wise. But I'm sure he can find a way to recover. Apollo Crews, congratulations on you retaining the RC title once again. Look, you know, I give Apollo Crews a lot of trash, right? I say he's not a good RC champion. He's the longest reigning RC champion, so clearly I'm the one that's wrong there. And here we have that standing moonsault. And even though Apollo Crews was still a bit gassed, Joker was just taken out. He couldn't do it anymore. And was unable to kick out of the moonsault. 2 titles retained here tonight. I don't really know why the loading screen goes, or the black loading screen essentially, is so long for some reason. Apollo Crews has retained his RC title. It is time now for the first Hell in a Cell match of the night. I hope you are all ready. I believe this is the tag team title match up next inside Hell in a Cell. Yes, it is. Entrance is on. Legacy of Smack versus Machoke and Brock Lesnar. Name still pending. Person you Why is the C in Smackaroon under case? Who allowed this? Today tag team Hell in a Cell, of course. It's not a regular tag team match, that'd be stupid. reigning champions Machoke and Lesnar won it at SummerSlam against the Revival. Now, fun fact, in case you were unaware, Robbie Rotten and Shaq were actually the first ever tag champions of this universe mode. They held it for 8 weeks, making them the longest reigning tag team champions. And they were also the first before eventually losing it to New Day. So here's your fun fact for you. On the flip side, Machoke got his tag team title shot at SummerSlam by winning a Money in the Bank ladder match that granted him a tag title shot. He chose Lesnar, they worked together, and they have defeated the Revival. What are the win-loss records for these two teams as units? Let us find out. The challengers for the tag team Smackaroon titles, which is what they're called. The tag team of the Legacy of Smack. They're 1-2. So I assume their one win was their one title defense, and they lost the titles. And then they lost another match somewhere. Meanwhile, Machoke and Brock Lesnar are sitting at 1-2. The one win being them winning the titles. And I know they lost against Revival and Jericho on separate occasions. So these two teams are actually quite equal. They both have been champions at one point. They both have the same win-loss record. Amazing. Incredible. The difference, of course, being that one team is made up of two very large men, Machoke and Lesnar, the other being made of quite the big boy Shaq, as well as the #1, Robbie Rotten. Let's see our teams come out here now. Alright. Alright, pretty good. Challengers keep coming up first. It's all good. Legacy of Smack on their way. A little bit of the default title entrance. That's fine. Sometimes that's just what happens.
Let's see if he can do it. The challenger is staring a potentially career-changing victory right in the eye.
Robbie Rotten, #1. What Rumble was it? Was it the Halloween or the Christmas Rumble? It's got to be the Christmas Rumble, where Robbie Rotten came out at #1, which was incredible. So now it's time for the tag team champions to come out. Machoke and Lesnar on their way. Robbie Rotten and Shaq waiting. And here they come. The belts do not look good. This is the same entrance. Mocking Robbie Rotten and Shaq. I think these tag belts are the best. This is the one that has Snorlax on it. It's got the Shaq where the eyes and mouths are all Shaqs. And it's got a squid on it. And I love it because when the title like zooms past the screen... No, Fightmaster has the Snorlax, nonetheless. When the tag title zooms past the screen, it just like zooms in on the Shaq face for a second. That is an absolute nightmare. And I'm ready for it to zoom by right now. Let's go. Zoom it in. Look at that. Just look at that. Horrible. We'll leave it to Lillian Garcia now.
Introducing the challengers. At a combined weight of 589 pounds, the bad guy, Roddy, Ronald, and Big Magic. And introducing the champions. At a combined weight of 926 pounds, they are the Bull Gate, the Strongman, and Brock Lesnar.
Man, social media is abuzz with the outcome of this match, and the WWE Universe seems to be
there you have it.
On a favorite.
Tag belts on the line. The ref's kind of freaking out with them a bit, specifically the one in his right hand. He's jittering a lot. And the cell has been lowered. 4 men enter no more than 2 men leave. Potentially just 1 leaves. If they get crippled and right away, it's an even match. Lesnar locking in the Kimura lock on Robbie Rotten right away as Machoke takes out Shaq, but Robbie Rotten able to fight out and just punching Lesnar hard. This is going to be a hard match to call with so much action going on. It's looking like Lesnar and Machoke finding themselves on the ropes here. No, big knee to Shaq. See Robbie Rotten locking a submission move here. That hurt my eyes a little, the way the screen vibrated there. It's going to take these men everything they've got to stand up to the likes of Lesnar and Machoke. Oh, but Shaq doesn't care. Choke bomb to Lesnar. I'm not Lesnar. Choke bomb to Machoke. The Machoke bomb. As now we see big move trying to hurt the spine of Machoke. Lesnar now taking to Robbie Rotten, who doesn't care. Goes for a shoulder tackle. Oh, but now Machoke taking out Shaq. We just keep trading back and forth who's on top here. Between you and me, I would love to see either of these teams leave Hell in a Cell as champion. 2 of the best tag teams in the division right here, even though their win-loss ratio is both 1-2. But regardless, oh, Robbie Rotten just raked the eyes of Lesnar. Anything goes in Hell in a Cell, no disqualifications. Lesnar knows that as well, as he gets ready to pick up Robbie Rotten, who fights back, taking him to the ground. Shaq now looked like he was going for a DDT there into a Russian leg sweep by Machoke. And a clothesline by Brock Lesnar, 1/2 of the tag champs. In fact, both tag team champs on their feet right now. And Robbie Rotten raking the eyes again, doing that wave splash on to Brock Lesnar, the wave slap. Oh my god. Machoke's taking Shaq to Suplex City. I missed the first suplex there, but it's not like. And now Lesnar's taking Robbie Rotten to Suplex City. The legacy of Smack are in serious trouble here. Machoke ran outside for a second. Shaq catching him off guard. Big elbow drop. Jawbreaker by Robbie Rotten. Legacy of Smack starting to turn this around. They saw they were in trouble. But Lesnar just deadlifting him in the air. Now calling for the F5. Robbie Rotten's in trouble. Oh my god. I think Shaq. Oh, Shaq just saved his partner from the F5 by punching Lesnar in the face. It dropped Robbie Rotten to the ground, which still stunned him. But it was able to save his partner regardless. And now Shaq getting Lesnar up, but Machoke knocking him down as well. Oh, he was going for that Shaq attack. But Lesnar was too low. Oh my god. He just dunked Machoke. Shaq is single-handedly taking out the tag team champions. Lesnar now fighting back against Machoke. Robbie Rotten going for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, Machoke got out. As Shaq gets taken back to Suplex City. Robbie Rotten almost just stole the tag team championships like the true villain he is. Goes for the big punch, but Machoke fights him back. Machoke deadlifting Robbie Rotten in the air and slamming him down. Uh-oh. Lesnar calling for the F5 now on Shaq. Oh, and a rake to the eyes of Machoke. Robbie Rotten punching him. Shaq in trouble, though. Face buster. And Shaq hit with the F5. Into the pin. 1, 2. Lesnar does it. That's it. It's already over. Robbie Rotten didn't see the pin. He was waiting for Machoke to get up. And Lesnar pins Shaq off the F5. A short match, but an exciting one nonetheless. Here we saw Machoke getting dunked on. That's where Robbie Rotten almost stole the pin. And right here, Robbie Rotten, if he would have just turned to his right a little, he would have seen the pin happening. And Lesnar saving the tag titles for their team. Lesnar and Machoke escape. Robbie Rotten and Shaq. Unfortunate. I thought the ref was invisible for a second. Legacy of Smack unfortunately unable to capture the gold here. But congratulations to the retaining Machoke and Brock Lesnar. Every title's been retained. Isn't that how it almost went at SummerSlam? Was almost every title retained at SummerSlam? No, it was almost every title changed at SummerSlam. That's right, except for the RC title. Well, nonetheless, moving on, it's time for our 4th title match of the night. Fight Master Championship. Wade Barrett versus Curtis Axel. Falls Count Anywhere. Of course, the Fight Master Championship defended 24/7 at all times. Wade Barrett beat Jake the Snake Roberts for it last week. I believe he jumped him backstage. I could be wrong, though.
Oh man, I can't wait to see these two go at it.
Nonetheless, let's go to our tail of the tape for Curtis Axel and Wade Barrett. Let us see, let us see. Wade Barrett currently sitting at... Is he sitting at anything? He's 1-0. He's got the 1 win from beating Jake the Snake Roberts, which is his only match. Curtis Axel, currently no matches? Are you kidding? This is Curtis Axel's 2K17 debut. Though it is important to note, Curtis Axel was the winner of the Royal Rumble at the biggest party of the summer to become the first ever World Heavyweight Champion. Of course, then Dean Ambrose cashed in Money in the Bank, becoming World Heavyweight Champion. And then it didn't matter, and then Stone Cold just started this Universe's Champion, which is why both Curtis Axel and Dean Ambrose are going to get shots at the world title before the end of this Universe mode. Dean Ambrose is getting his tonight in Hell in a Cell against Cookie Monster. Curtis Axel will be receiving his at Survivor Series.
And it is for the undisputed, ultra-violent, fighting, dragon, hardcore championship.
Thank you, Lillian Garcia. And here comes Curtis Axel. Curtis Axel could be looking to increase the number of belts he's held. Often imitated, never eliminated. What have we? We've had 3 Rumble winners in the canon of Universe Mode. Not in this specific Universe Mode, but in our canon. Curtis Axel, Road Dogg Jesse James, who actually is not in the next game, and Dragon Knight are 3 Royal Rumble winners. And of course there will be another Royal Rumble come Royal Rumble time to see who faces the World Heavyweight Champion at WrestleMania. Nonetheless, here comes Curtis Axel, part of the Bo Leavers. He's got his Social Outcast shirt. I miss the Social Outcasts. I would say I'm disappointed that in real life they're not doing much with Social Outcasts, even though they're all on Raw now. But I do love the Miztourage. That being said, unimportant here. Now it's time. I don't know why he's looking at that corner. He should probably be looking at the ring in case Wade Barrett jumps him. I mean, yeah, that is how Wade Barrett won the title. I'm pretty sure it was by jumping Jake the Snake Roberts. And here he comes, the Fight Master Champion, Wade Barrett. I can't really say that these men, either one has more experience, because aside from Curtis Axel's win at the Rumble, at the biggest party of the summer, I just realized this Wade Barrett call really just looks like a black-haired Zack Ryder. Look at it. That's a black-haired Zack Ryder. Nonetheless, they have about the same experience. Wade Barrett has won 1 match, which was jumping Jake the Snake Roberts, and Curtis Axel survived the Rumble. One is admittedly more impressive than the other, but it's still technically true that they have the same experience. Curtis Axel, I believe, is also tied with most Rumble eliminations, along with Dave, for 6 each, which is honestly like... No, it was 5 each, which is honestly just like absurd. Fight Master Championship on the line. Does this one get an introduction? Yep.
Introducing the challenger from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 228 pounds.
The Curtis Axel fan club president is in attendance. Curtis Axel needs to put on a good showing here tonight. There's two
Introducing the champion from Manchester, England, weighing in at 247 pounds. He is the
a third president. All the fan club presidents are in attendance tonight. What a turnout for Curtis Axel. I bet they're really hoping Curtis Axel walks away with that title here tonight.
Oh boy, look at the gold. This should be an outstanding match.
This is the title that has Snorlax on it. There he is. Alright. Here we go. Falls count anywhere. Pins can take place anywhere. Doesn't have to be in the ring. And there's also no disqualifications. Weapons are allowed. And Curtis Axel's going to take advantage of that right away. Grabbing his sledgehammer to take on Wade Barrett. Oh, but Wade Barrett uses the handle of the sledgehammer against Curtis Axel. Mr. Better Than Perfect. As Barrett now pushing Axel into the corner, taking the cheap shot as the ref separates them. Don't really know why the ref separated them. There's no DQ in this match. Curtis Axel did just bring a sledgehammer into the ring. Nonetheless, big drop kick from Curtis Axel to the champion. Axel rolling Barrett over, stomping his knee into the ground, stomping him in the back as well. Axel has Barrett up, throwing him into the ropes again. But this time it's just a back body drop. Wasn't a drop kick this time. Head scissors. Oh, and Wade Barrett escapes just like almost everybody. Axel fighting back, punching Barrett in the gut. After this match, we just have two LSL matches left. Barrett's got the sledgehammer. That is not good for Curtis Axel. One clean shot might be all it takes to finish off Axel. No! A kick to Wade Barrett knocks him to the ground. Curtis Axel is not going to go out that easily. He is not going to go gently into that good night. Axel now kneeing Barrett in the back. Getting Barrett up. No. Wade Barrett having none of it. Knee to Axel's face. Now a stomp by Barrett. Another stomp by Barrett. Not a stomp, but a knee, I should say. He's got the sledgehammer again. He's going to kill Axel, but Axel able to roll out of the way before it gets anything. Using Wade Barrett's tricks against him. Getting that handle into the groin of Mr. Bad News. Axel now throwing Wade Barrett corner to corner. Goes for the drop kick, but misses. Unfortunate timing for Axel. And Wade Barrett hits his own single leg drop kick. Axel, not frightened, shoulder tackle. Able to catch up on the offensive. Getting Wade Barrett up to one knee. Setting up for a suplex. No, Wade Barrett reversing punch to the gut. Oh, and a backbreaker to Curtis Axel. Met with a second backbreaker. Thought he was going to go for a fallaway slam. I was incorrect. Wade Barrett taunting Axel, telling him he's nothing. Getting him to his feet. Oh no, he's got Axel up. Wade slam. Getting him up once again. He's still not done. Picking him up. Oh my god. Gut check by Wade Barrett into a shining wizard, but Curtis Axel dodged out of the... Oh my god. Was that the bullhammer? Or was that just a right hook? Either way, Curtis Axel's busted open. He got right back up, so I guess Wade Barrett just decked him in the face. He's getting tired of Curtis Axel. He's just beating the crap out of him now. Barrett knocking Curtis Axel to the outside. The referee getting rid of the sledgehammer for no real reason. Barrett taunting Axel. What is Barrett doing? Not really sure. Oh, and a sucker punch by Curtis Axel. Barrett took too long. What has Axel got locked in? Either way, turns it into a leg sweep, and that's going to do some serious damage to Barrett out here on the concrete. Remember, this is false count anywhere. They can do this. Axel jumping the barricade into the audience, calling Barrett to take it out here. And that's what they're going to do. Uppercut by Barrett. And this is where I'm going to start Gridlock. If they have not left this area within 10 minutes, this match comes to a draw. Because we're not going to be stuck here forever. Headbutt by Axel. Fighting back and forth. How long will these two be here? Not 10 minutes. I'm going to say 15 minutes. Which is a lot, but that gives them plenty of time to get out. As Axel and Barrett continuously fight back and forth here in the audience. Another uppercut. Oh, they're fighting all the way to the outside. The good thing about this being false counting aware is if they can so much as just make it to an area where you can pin, the fight can end. Wade Barrett just continuously hitting him with those right hooks, getting him all the way to the entrance ramp. Alright, I'm considering this out of Gridlock because the pin can happen here. The ref's not in position, but there is a pin happen. Is Curtis Axel dead?
Little known fact, the Hell in a Cell match was actually inspired by a 1983
Did he die?
dubbed the Last Battle of Atlanta.
I think we need paramedics out here. I think there's been a serious problem.
What a match!
Curtis Axel, are you okay? We're all gone.
Thank you for closing out your weekend with us. We have plenty of action scheduled for you on this Sunday night. It all comes down to this.
Welp. Oh yeah, Wade Barrett had the so one. So I don't feel bad about calling it here. We're gonna just say, hey. Actually don't know if I have entrances on. So Wade Barrett wins that via crippling TKO. Axel is dead. We had to rush paramedics out there. Alright, good. All is right with the world. We've got 3 matches left. I thought we just had the 2 Hell in a Cell matches. Alright. Either way. That was fucking wild. Jim Bob versus Ursaring. The second of our 3rd rivalry matches here tonight.
If either competitor end up throwing the WWE rulebook right out the window.
Oh, it's crazy. Everything always goes wrong for Axel, man. He wins the Royal Rumble, he gets cashed in on immediately. In that unaired Extreme Rules pay-per-view we did for our failed Universe mode, him and Ambrose fought for an hour and a half on the outside, which is why the Gridlock rule exists now. I'm just gonna wait patiently. I can't tell if they're talking or if there's music about Hell in a Cell playing, so I should really continue to talk in case it is Hell in a Cell music, and I really just don't want this to happen. So let's get Jim Bob and Ursaring going. It's gotta be some kind of like Hell in a Cell song, right? I gotta check this. I really didn't know this was happening. Yeah, this is a song. I'm not happy because I only have entrance music on, so that I could talk over it more conveniently. But either way, Wade Barrett beats Curtis Axel. Congratulations. Can we really actually get off this loading screen, though, where it's just spamming Hell in a Cell music? Because I have nothing to say, but I can't really be, like, quiet either, because, you know, the music, WWE copyright. The fact that they'll copyright things even that fall under fair use. I'm not even saying this necessarily falls under fair use. I'm talking about like meme videos and parodies. They're like, we gotta get that out of here. We put down the Wade Barrett one. So here comes Jim Bob in a spooky jacket for some reason. And Curtis Axel unfortunately losing his debut match 2017. Good thing he's already got his world title shot, huh, against Dean Ambrose. Not against Dean Ambrose necessarily at Survivor Series, against whoever the champion is. Maybe it'll be Dean Ambrose. So that was unfortunate for Axel for sure. So let's see, what is the win-loss records of our good friends Jim Bob and Ursaring? I think that's important to know. This has been quite the heated rivalry in recent weeks. Jim Bob sitting at a nice 2-3 win-loss ratio. Ursaring at a not had a match? Does Ursaring have the Bray Wyatt intro? Alright, it was like a promo battle they had against Ursaring. This is Ursaring's debut. I refuse to believe that. Ursaring has fought him.
And his opponent, from parts unknown, weighing in at 439 pounds,
I think Jim Bob won.
Both of these superstars look
Why did I not write that one down?
Just thinking about the hell these competitors are about to put their bodies through makes me
Jim Bob's 2 wins, 3 losses. I know 1 win was Treacherous Taco. And I know 1 win was the Fight Master title, and I know 1 loss was the Fight Master title. I don't know the other 2 losses. 1 was in Super Small Dudes in the first round. Did he lose to Ursaring then? This is like... I will have to recap footage. Because I must have just forgotten to put down the Ursaring thing. Either way, every title has been defended so far. If Cookie Monster wins Hell in a Cell match, every title was retained here tonight. Alright then, Ursaring, whatever you say. I swear Jim Bob won. I really do. In fact, I think I have it in text messages where I told Jacob what his character was doing. So let's scroll up a bit.
You can feel the electricity running through this arena. This is going to be
wrestlers. Oh, and immediately we're going into it. Ursaring uppercutting.
You've got no one to rely on but yourself. And that's the way it
Lots
should
of stuff going on.
Both these
Can I not find
superstars
this
are primed
message?
and ready to roll.
This is
And
important to
you know
me.
what? I would have it no
Shoulder tackle by Jim Bob. Yeah, I told him he'd beat Ursaring. Alright. So Ursaring is actually 0-1. With Jim Bob being 3-3. So good for Jim Bob. Let's put that down in the record book real quick. That Ursaring is looking for some kind of retribution here now. Jim Bob 3-3. Where's Jim Bob at? As this match rolls on. I mean, like, I'm not super invested in this match if it isn't obvious. I try to be, but come on. Thanks, computer, for making this 1,000 times harder. I actually can't just change this 2 to a 3. It won't let me. Alright, back at it. That looked like just a massive spine buster to Jim Bob. Is that going to be the end? Did I just like look down and look up and then Jim Bob loses? Almost, actually. I don't know what movie hit there, but it did a lot. I see the bear hug that happened. Ursaring now. Trying to work over Jim Bob. Ursaring, of course, has the huge size advantage, but Jim Bob does have the win over Ursaring. And honestly, that's just going to make the bear angrier. Arm drag by Jim Bob. Impressive strength right there. Into a neck breaker. Oh, and he's showing off his muscles. Showing off that impressive strength. Jim Bob looking for those 5 moves of doom on Ursaring. Will he connect? with anything more than just those 3 moves. Oh, Jim Bob Buster. And that's going to really hurt that. Oh my god. He's calling for it. He's going to put Ursa Ring away. The JKO. Into the pin. 1, 2. Oh, Ursa Ring kicking out. Jim Bob in complete disbelief. I'm calling it the JKO. I'm calling it the NSFW. I forgot that's what he wanted it called. Because that's the show he used to run in our failed universe mode. Jim Bob now punching Ursa Ring in the back. Oh, and he's got him. Neck breaker onto the knee of Jim Bob. I think Jim Bob has just turned this around. Not as much as Ursa Ring turns around that head scissors, just like everyone else does. Why are we dropping so many frames here, OBS? Ursa Ring punching Jim Bob hard. Knocking him to the ground. Getting him all the way up. In the bear hug. Ursa Ring has him in the bear hug. Will Jim Bob tap out? This could very well be it for Jim Bob. He could tap out here. No! Into a DDT. What an incredible counter from Jim Bob. Big punch. Are we actually losing frames? Yes, why are we losing so many frames? Jawbreaker by Ursa Ring. It doesn't seem to be affecting it that much yet. Jim Bob going up top. Goes for the diving splash. Ursa Ring stopping him. Oh no. Oh no. He's going for it. That massive Ursa swing. Jim Bob better tuck his head, because this is going to be some serious trouble now. I think that could be the end. I think Jim Bob could be out now. 1, 2. Oh, and Jim Bob kicking out. Having none of it. Ursa Ring in a rage. Looking to finish off Jim Bob for good after that. Throwing him into the corner. What is Ursa Ring planning? It doesn't matter. Jim Bob elbows him in the face. Jim Bob Buster. No. Ursa Ring reverses. That could be it for Jim Bob. Jim Bob failed the Jim Bob Buster. Ursa Ring now just stomping on him repeatedly. Getting him up to his feet. Big punch. Oh, another big punch of that. Oh my god. Hands free. Spin out powerbomb.
Gotta be careful not to take on too much.
And another stomp onto Jim Bob. He's gonna get him up for that bear hug again. Uppercut from Jim Bob. Trying to fight his way out of this. Kick by Ursa Ring. Arm drag. Jawbreaker. It's back and forth. Big punch. Another big punch. Oh, nasty backbreaker there. Jim Bob may be strong, but he is still incredibly small. And there's the third bear hug. I think that's going to be it for Jim Bob. I think Jim Bob has to tap on this bear hug. And he does. Ursa Ring defeating Jim Bob at Hell in a Cell to win the rivalry. An impressive showing indeed. Go down to Ursa Ring. Oh, and these two men still in the ring. What are they going to do? Ursa Ring extends his hand. Oh, and Jim Bob smacks it away, wanting nothing to do with this Pokemon. Ursa Ring in disbelief. I can't blame Jim Bob fully. Ursa Ring did start this whole debacle. But nonetheless, you hate to see poor sportsmanship like that. As we move on now to our second to last match, our co-main event. The World Heavyweight Championship match. Cookie Monster versus Dean Ambrose in Hell in a Cell. This is going to be quite the matchup here, everyone. Let's take a moment. We're not cashing in Money in the Bank just yet.
We've been waiting a long time for this.
Take a drink,
is up for grabs right here.
and then quickly continue to talk over the music so that we are not met with any content ID claims. Let's take this moment to talk about our tale of the tape. Dean Ambrose, I believe former RC champion. I am incorrect. I think he fought for the RC title once against like Keemstar and lost, or Keemstar beat him for the shut or something. Did Ambrose do anything else? Ambrose has not held any other titles. Ambrose's win-loss record is 3-4. Cookie Monster, meanwhile, has held the Fight Master Championship for 2 weeks and has held the World Heavyweight Championship for 4 weeks. Cookie Monster's win-loss record is 8-1. Very impressive. His loss against Jim Bob for the Fight Master title is the only loss he has held so far. And you know that has to mean a lot going into this. Cookie Monster by far has the advantage. Cookie Monster is also king of the ring.
Is a Hell in a Cell match, and it is for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
And there we have it. Every champion has come out second, which is fitting. Will Cookie Monster retain here tonight, making it a clean sweep of retentions, or will he be the only man to lose his title? A lot of frame drops. A lot of frame drops. I don't believe this is actually affecting the stream. Give me a second. Because from what I can tell, we've only lost about 2% of frames. Video output low, but OBS looks fine. So I think what I'm going to do is once Cookie Monster comes out, we're going to pause. I think the stream should be good, right? If you're in chat right now and stream is lagging, like really bad, let me know. Or if it's just my video player. Worst case scenario, if I go back and check this and it's like lagging real bad, I can always just upload the not laggy version. Because OBS is running it just fine. It's literally just YouTube that has it looking laggy. Either way, everything seems okay for now on my end. I'm just trying to be, like, careful here. Because, you know, my whole incident with, like, Monster Hunter and stuff where it lags horribly, but we didn't really know what to do. Also, Rabbids did that on Twitch recently. So I gotta get back to playing Mario and Rabbids. But I gotta blast through 2K17 first, because 2K18 comes out in, like, 3 weeks, Dunks? Is it 3 weeks? Less than 3 weeks? Heckin' good boy over here. Also good boy. I gotta be straight with you. I think Cookie Monster is retaining easily against Dean Ambrose. Because I think Cookie Monster is a monster. Either way. We will see here. Maybe I shouldn't give Dean Ambrose such little credit. Maybe he'll be the one to topple Cookie Monster.
Introducing the challenger from Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing in at 225 pounds, Dean Ambrose. Introducing the champion from the Queen City, weighing in at 640 pounds, he is the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Candyman Cody.
Here we have it. World Heavyweight Championship match. The cell is about to be lowered. After this, we have one more Hell in a Cell match as our main event. And that's it. Short pay-per-view. Very short pay-per-view. Only 7 matches. 2 of them were over real quick. Yeah, 2 were over super fast. There was another one that was pretty short too. Nonetheless, here we go. Jumping right in. Ambrose versus Cookie Monster World Heavyweight Championship. Immediately, Cookie Monster ducking Ambrose and just kicking him repeatedly in the back of the knee. Cookie Monster knows how dangerous Hell in a Cell can be, and he's not going to take any chances as we see Ambrose leg sweep Cookie Monster to the ground. And Ambrose, you looking for a weapon? He is. Ambrose has the sledgehammer, misses unfortunately, and Cookie Monster, using those tactics he learned in that Fight Master Championship match earlier tonight, turning the sledgehammer against Dean Ambrose. Oh, and Ambrose throwing Cookie Monster back in the cell. Unlike that Falls Count Anywhere match, even though they can use the cell and there's no disqualification, the pinfall does have to happen in the ring, or submission, whichever. Ambrose now going for the suplex on Cookie Monster. Cookie Monster in danger a little bit here. You know, but we know that Cookie Monster can take a hell of a beating. He is the king of the ring, as well as your World Heavyweight Champion. Hell, being king of the ring is what got him the shot at the title anyway. Oh my god. What an incredible Cookie Kinrana into the pin. 1, 2. Dean Ambrose kicking out, but that did more damage to him than I honestly expected it to. Cookie Monster now just these stiff kicks to Ambrose are really hurting him, and I think they caught Ambrose off guard. I don't think he was ready for that. Regardless, Ambrose could hit some kicks of his own to the chest of Cookie Monster, who now deadlifts him with a back body drop. And a springboard Phoenix Splash, which misses. This is going to give Dean Ambrose the opportunity to capitalize and take advantage of Cookie Monster, which he is unable to do as he gets Irish whipped into the ropes. And another Cookie Kinrana into a pin. 1, 2. Oh, and Ambrose reversing the pin. 1. And the pin reversed. 1, 2. Oh my god. Ambrose barely kicks out of it. Cookie Monster almost just stole it right there with that pin. Ambrose, big kick to the gut of Cookie Monster. Jawbreaker. They're fighting back and forth. I think I meant to turn momentum slow for this one, but it is on normal. So it's going to go a little bit faster. Oh! The disrespectful slap to Cookie Cutter out of nowhere. The disrespectful slap to Ambrose, followed by the Cookie Cutter into the pin. 1, 2. Oh, and Ambrose kicks out. Cookie Monster took a little too long to pin there. So it makes sense that Ambrose was able to get out of it. On top of that, you know Ambrose wants his title.
We all know, though, this guy has plenty of fight left in him. I don't know.
You know, he doesn't get the record of, he doesn't get like the little record of being the champion. Neither does Curtis Axel. Curtis Axel only gets the record of being in the Royal Rumble at the biggest party of the summer. So he wants his title shot that he feels he rightfully deserves, or he wants the title that he feels he rightfully deserves. Ambrose kicking Cookie Monster away. Now calling for dirty deeds on Cookie Monster. Dean Ambrose could be the World Heavyweight Champion right here. He's got it. Dirty deeds to Cookie Monster. Middle of the ring. Into the pin. 1, 2. Oh, but Cookie Monster just barely kicking out. Incredible showing. Ambrose beating his chest. He's ready to finish Cookie Monster off. He's ready to win this title and get his name in the history books. DDT. Ambrose getting Cookie Monster up. Big punch to Cookie Monster. A second punch. He's taking Cookie Monster down. Turnbuckle to turnbuckle forearm. Into the Bulldog. Big kick. Oh, but Cookie Monster ducks out of the way. Punch to Dean Ambrose's back. Rolling pin to Dean Ambrose. That might have knocked him out. Did it knock him out, though? 1, 2. Oh! Ambrose forcing his way out at 2. Cookie Monster was at least expecting it to be a lot closer than that. Now, calling for that Cookie Cutter once again. And it connects, busting Ambrose open. This time, Cookie Monster not hesitating to throw him down and go for the pin. And he does. Cookie Monster retains his World Heavyweight Championship. Every title was retained here tonight. But our showing is still not over. We still have one match left. A very interesting match, not one I really expected, but we'll get to that. Ambrose, I'm sorry for your loss. Pretty much, Ambrose's whole win at biggest party of the summer is meaningless now, because that world title win doesn't go on his record, and he didn't win the title here. In other words, that was nothing. Ambrose is nothing. Curtis Axel still gets his shot at Survivor Series, but before we get to that, it is time for us to talk about what is going to happen at Halloween Havoc. Are we not done with the replays yet? Let's finish the replays first. That's where Ambrose was busted open inside the cell. Cookie Monster goes for the pin. I'm really hoping that it's just my playback on the stream that's lagging horribly. If it's not, I will just upload the better one that's running completely fine.
And there's your winner via pinfall.
Alright, Cookie Monster, World Heavyweight Champion. He is just survived. What are these enemies? Why are his enemies Lesnar, Jericho, and Cookie Monster? I mean, I get Cookie Monster. Cookie Monster has survived Hell in a Cell. But you may have noticed, you know, we still have Undertaker and Meat Boy to go. Not much of the cell has actually been used. And while I can't guarantee that it'll change, I can guarantee we can raise the stakes a bit. Because at Halloween Havoc, Cookie Monster will defend his first ever world... I'm sorry, I rephrased that wrong. He will defend his World Heavyweight Championship in the first ever War Games match. And the way that's going to work is we're going to have 4 Hell in a Cells. 19 people involved in that match, including the champion. 6 people in each of the first 3 cells. The winner of those matches will move on to the 4th cell along with Cookie Monster for the title. And that's going to be our grand finale for Halloween Havoc. On top of that, the winner of this match will get to be in one of those first 3 cells. Undertaker versus Meat Boy, Hell in a Cell. I don't really know why this is a match. Universe just recommended it, but we might as well make the best of it by putting something on the line. The winner of this match guaranteed to be in the War Games match at Halloween Havoc. The loser will not be in the War Games match. And there will be various ways that I decide who will be the other 17 participants. There'll be some random people. There will be some people that I think earn it over the next month in-game. But either way, we're going to work our way there. For this match, Meat Boy and Undertaker, because Meat Boy had been in singles competition. Like, at all. Meat Boy is sitting at no singles competition. He's only been in tag team competition with Sackboy. Undertaker, I know, is done really good in tag team competition. He's 4-2. I believe he's lost to Stone Cold twice. I know he's lost to PETA. I didn't even realize the Twitter app was PETA. That's pretty good. So here we are. Main event time. Hell in a Cell. Meat Boy versus Undertaker. Undertaker called out Meat Boy. No one really knows why he did, but Meat Boy's ready to answer the challenge. This could be the biggest match of Meat Boy's career, and if he wins it, it could go on to be, it could move on to the next biggest match of his career at War Games. In War Games at Halloween Havoc. I would ask Dunks who he has in this match, but he is Sleepy Boy, who is sleeping. So needless to say, he is not going to be chiming in for this one. I know, it's rare. He's been such a Such a great color commentator. He's looking at me now like, shut your mouth. Don't talk bad about me while I am asleepo. Here he comes. The dead man. The Undertaker. Bwong, bwong. Bwong, 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 bwong.
Representing the Brothers of Destruction from Death Valley. Weighing in at 200.
What is that song? What is the song that goes bong, 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 bong? You just call it Bing Bong or something.
And here's one of the most iconic entrances in all of
I think it's a Tim and Eric joke.
What an amazing scene. This journey to Undertaker's battleground.
Undertaker versus Meat Boy. Absolutely no idea
The
why this
fans
is
have been
happening.
demanding this one-on-one contest.
But either way, the winner of this match receives a great opportunity in the War Games match at Halloween Havoc. They could become one of the champion. Cookie Monster has a huge chance of losing his title next month at Halloween Havoc. You know, I like to believe that Cookie Monster could hold the title forever, but he doesn't have to lose. Someone else could get pinned out of those last 4 people. And he just wouldn't be champion anymore. On top of that, let's not forget, AJ Styles has his Money in the Bank briefcase. He just hasn't cashed it in yet. But he's waiting around every corner, waiting for the right time to strike. Undertaker raising the lights. I would like to take this opportunity, while we wait for Undertaker's very slow entrance, to announce that there will be a, after the stream is over, there will be a short break. I'm going to probably get something to eat or something. And then in 20 minutes maybe a little more, maybe a little less, I am going to start up another stream. We're going to go and do the next 2 weeks in Universe Mode to make it for the fact that I didn't have the cord to stream yesterday. But of course that second stream, I won't have any commentary. It'll just be the 2 weeks of Universe Mode with me in chat. So feel free to stick around for that or come back. Either way, we're starting it. Meat Boy and Undertaker. Hell in a Cell. I thought he was going for the tombstone right out the gate.
50 years, men and women have entered this ring all in the name of greatness to see who is truly the
Meat
best.
Boy and Did I make this Meat Boy? I think I actually did make Meat Boy. And Undertaker immediately choking out Meat Boy, who fights him back, kneeing him in the face.
Well, I've never seen him do that before.
Taking Meat Boy to the ground. Oh, but Meat Boy fights back. Locking eyes for a second. Uppercut to the dead man. Facing the greatest striker in the business. Punch for punch is Meat Boy, who has the Undertaker up. Massive standing flapjack. Meat Boy looking to really make a name for himself here in this match. Regardless of if he wins the War Games match next month, just beating Undertaker in Hell in a Cell really would mean a lot for this young up-and-comer as he gets on the second rope. Oh, but Undertaker getting up to his feet, rolls out of the way, goes for the grab. Big punch, second big punch, third punch. He's not called the best striker in the business for nothing as he hangs up Meat Boy in the Tree of Woe and proceeds to choke him with that massive boot. Getting Meat Boy up. I didn't turn this one to slow either, so this is just going to be a real short pay-per-view, but that's fine. Sometimes they just need to be shorter. Oh, and it's reversed into a DDT, busting open Meat Boy somehow. Already, I mean, I guess he's always bleeding, so it's not too surprising. Undertaker unsure of how to grab him, punching Meat Boy on the back of the head. Inverted DDT, no, neck breaker. Getting him up. Oh, and going for the choke slam. I think this is just going to be a squash. I think Meat Boy's just getting squashed here by the Undertaker. Oh, he's fighting out. He doesn't want to go down yet. Stomping Undertaker. Oh, and that stomp was so big, it bounced Undertaker up. Incredible. You see Meat Boy now stomping down on the Undertaker. Meat Boy getting him up. Oh! Going for the 3 moves of meat. And all 3 connect on Undertaker. What is Meat Boy's next plan of attack? He's doing good. He's set up a strategy, clearly. He knows what he's doing here. He's got Undertaker in the corner, punching him hard. Multiple punches. Look at this beatdown. That's all legal. Anything goes inside Hell in a Cell. Now, pull out powerbomb. Yes, it is. That always feels like it should be a pin. Oh, but Undertaker now reversing Meat Boy. And Meat Boy slow to get back up. And this could spell the end. Undertaker calling for the Tombstone Pile Driver. And he's got it. And that's going to be it for Meat Boy. There's no way Meat Boy kicks out of that. 1, 2... Unbelievable. Meat Boy just able to power out. Undertaker knows. He's not even going to hesitate for a second. Goes for the cutter. Meat Boy pushes him to the ground. And Undertaker gets right back up, but Meat Boy's not done. He's out of stamina. Clearly running neck breaker. Meat Boy's so exhausted, but he's just giving it everything he's got. He doesn't want to give in to the Undertaker. But I don't think anyone believes there's a chance he's coming out of this one. Meat Boy going to the top rope. Calling for Undertaker to get up. What is he planning here? Oh, big flying crossbody of the Undertaker, who rolls out of the ring. And you know that's gotta hurt. I was about to say the morale of Meat Boy, but no. Into a suplex. That's incredibly impressive. Meat Boy now. Oh no, taunting in the corner. Meat Boy's always been a fan favorite, but now's not the time to taunt. Now's the time to take advantage of your opponent being down, because things like this can happen at any moment. Clothesline to Meat Boy. Big stomp. That's going to be the end. I think that taunt is what's going to do away with Meat Boy. No, kick to Undertaker's head. He still has a chance here. Oh no, another kick to Meat Boy. Followed by a suplex by the dead man. And that's going to do some serious damage to Meat Boy. If not enough to finish him off outright. And Undertaker's just staring at him. Meat Boy giving it everything he's got. This must have been why Undertaker called him out. Why Undertaker wanted this match. He knew Meat Boy would put up a fight. And here comes the Hell's Gate inside Hell in a Cell. The only way to get out. And that's it. Meat Boy succumbs to the gates of hell in a cell. There you have it. Undertaker will be in the War Games match at Halloween Havoc. Meat Boy gave it everything he had, but honestly, in the end, it wasn't even close. But he sure did his best. He did manage to kick out of a Tombstone Pile Driver, but Hell's Gate in the end did him in. Good show, Dunks. Oh, good showing. Good showing. So that is going to be it for Hell in a Cell. Thank you all for coming out and joining me for this grand, albeit short event. And, I mean, like, I guess if you're here in chat, I'll see you in, like, 20-30 minutes or so for the next 2 weeks of Universe. Otherwise, I will see you guys whenever I do Halloween Havoc, which, if I keep up with my schedule, should be Friday. Friday will hopefully be Halloween Havoc, if nothing else comes up. So there you have Hell in a Cell. Thank you all for joining me one last time. Let's end this one on The Undertaker, heading towards Halloween Havoc. I will see you guys next time. I've left my mouse over here. Illusion.